Okay, I guess I'll start the game now. It's not really going very well, but I will start, and I'm going to start a new game. I don't know if anyone who will watch this has actually played this game. Maybe someone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing a moderate game, but I'm going to set the science rewards to 50%. And I am going to set the ComNet options to doing things. Yeah, just I'm gonna have to. Basically, the reason I'm choosing this science thing is that a hard game that's 60% science with a lot of other things. I just find myself grinding for funds, and eventually, I'm just gonna have to end up doing the same mission over and over again, and then when I make a mistake and lose a ton of reputation, then I'm gonna have to start the whole game over again, and that's gonna be not very good. So I'm gonna choose moderate, but add the science restriction to try to force myself to be a bit creative. Okay? This is... and I'm gonna choose... I usually choose this one. Okay. This is not going to be very interesting at the start, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes. Please tell me if you can't read the small text over here, or if the audio is bad. I mean, the audio is worse than you'd expect because I have no audio set up, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's take the very first contracts that everyone who started this game knows, and build the same first rocket that I've built 1,000 times. I am not very entertaining. I'm sorry about that. Okay, well, I'll try to keep this going for a little bit though, because then the next stream I'll have something somewhat substantial to do. Oh, yeah. Crew, we're gonna put Valentino, or, well, it doesn't matter, but it has to be a pilot. And then I am going to check my staging. I have to stop. I have to be more interesting. This is a train wreck. Well, hopefully the next stream I'll be doing something at least somewhat noteworthy, and then I'll have something to talk about, and then hopefully I can make that watchable. But you're going to have to suffer through my first attempt at commentary. Shoot, I didn't put the mystery goes on. It's been a little while since I've played a new career in this game, and I will make some mistakes. That is the way it goes. I was gonna say everyone who plays this game knows the drill, but apparently I don't. So I'm just going to put the things on. They're in science. Yeah, that's right. Oh, this is Kerbal engineer stuff, which I don't know how to use. I did install some mods, but I limited it to convenience things only, and not anything that really changes the game. Well, like you can see it here, I have docking port thing and chatterer and the answer window and alarm clock, and there are other things like better burn time and okay, well, you get it. I observed the mystery goo. Doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Then I do an EVA report. Then I do a crew report on the ground. Then I get out and take that crew report and get back in, because in the logic of the game that makes me able to do another crew report. And then here we go. Oh, and I forgot to do the thrust limiting, so it's gonna do this. Good thing I didn't check G-force limits. Well, I guess watching someone be bad at a game is more fun to watch than someone being good at a game, but that's something that's gonna have to stand up to scrutiny. Well, anyway, you know what to do. You know what this is. Crew report. Well, I don't know if you know what this is. Crew report. Go. don't think it would be exactly wise to do an EVA report right now. And then we just bring it all down. So I managed to not completely screw up the first launch of the game. Oh, and I couldn't even do an EVA report in the air because I don't have the thing upgraded. So what I do now is I take the data, do an EVA report, come back in, report. I really do need to grind the science because I put the low science thing on the settings. "15 science. That is not a lot. But I can get the first couple nodes. Just a second. I will check what I have. And I'm also going to have to choose more intelligently which nodes I pick. So I need to be constantly thinking about what can give me the ability to get more science. Like, I'm definitely going to need these. And these. And now I can't get any of these. Well, I mean, no one wants to see any of these. Oh, hey there, Wolf. Do you know this game? Probably not, but it's all really simple stuff right now, so... Oh, so basically... Well, I'll wait for your response. So I'm just gonna escape the atmosphere and orbit, because this is a moderate game, not a hard game. This is a moderate... Okay, so that's good. I don't have to explain everything. But what I will explain is that what this thing is, it's a moderate game, but I set the science rewards to 50%. That means that's to try to force me to be more creative with the craft designs, because I won't have as big of a palette. That's the theory anyway. Still not going to be entertaining. Okay. But I also know this self-deprecation thing isn't funny either. And being meta isn't helping. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Well, I need to get more science. So I'm going to get Kerbal Engineer out here, and I'm going to make the thrust to weight ratio something reasonable, and then I am going to do more science first and foremost. I'm gonna put 3 on because I can. I don't care to think about what I'm actually gonna do. And let's say Jebediah can get this one. Okay. Guess I'm gonna try to get... a second go... I think I'm gonna go to the left this time. Yeah. Because I'm gonna try to get some science from the forest area. That is the wrong direction. I promise I've played this game before. I just don't remember how to play it at all. That's not true. I remember, I just forget. If that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna get a temperature reading from the air. Then I'm going to get a second goo reading in the air. That gives me a little bit of science from the... It could help someday. And so, in a minute I should be over the forest right now. So, I should be able to get... Oh, well, grasslands? Yeah, that's extra science. That's good. Oh, and I can get another crew report. Okay, that's... I have the somewhat low science setting on, so I have to really try to squeeze as much as I can. Not that I wouldn't be doing that anyway. Let's see... Okay. Gonna take the crew report. I'm gonna take one of the thermometers. I'm going to EVA report. Then I can do the go. Take the temperature and do another crew report. There we go. And when I get here, okay. Well, hopefully that got us some. And then I might want to do that same thing one more time just to... Okay, I have 20. So in theory, I should be trying to get the tech nodes that give me more science. So that this survivability gives me these parachutes, which aren't very useful right now, and these heat shields, which will be useful in the future, and this barometer, which is good for science. This fins are pretty useful. I don't really need these right now, so I'm not going to get that. Let's see. This doesn't look great right now either. Let's see, if I get this one, then I can get these fins, which are pretty good too. And then I can get even more science. So I'm going to prioritize this right now. And this means I can launch the same rocket again. Oh, I didn't buy any of this. With more stuff. Yep. My hope is that the science restriction will make it more interesting in the future, though it appears to be making things less interesting now. Now, let's see, is there any other biome that I can hit from here? Probably not. Unless I could get to the desert if I had a more powerful booster, but I don't right now. So I'm just going to go into the water. So that's not getting me anything. I'm gonna save that. And see, the pressure thing is pressure thing seems to be not biome specific, so that's good for you, not for me. Let's see, did I get temperature over the water? This is the shores. So let me see. Does this count as the water yet? Yep. Okay, that's an extra bit of science. And the goo is not biome specific. Alright. Crew report might be though. Okay, so that's good to know. I don't really care if no one watches this stream because it's not the interesting part, but I have to do it. And I don't really feel like it would make sense to do it on my own time. Okay, so I can get pressure and temperature from the water now. And did I get this goo? Okay, so that's good. Oh, and I already got this. Okay. So this should be... I probably missed something, but... I don't think so. Okay, well, let's see, I can get another thing, I believe now. I think I'm gonna save up for these things. Because... well, struts and fuel lines are really useful, so I can't just neglect this area. Well, what I mean is I'm going to at least save that 20 science for now. So now I'm going to try to get into the upper atmosphere. I think 25,000 qualifies, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm going to need some real tanks. That means I'm going to need a real decoupler. Don't need a heat shield until I'm in orbit, but I do have those. Two is probably enough actually to get a reasonable height. Okay, that looks good. Let's do it. And if I remember correctly, the temperature readings are both atmosphere level and biome specific, so maybe I can milk some science out of that. Oh, let's drop that a bit. And not, I shouldn't have turned over so quickly. So yeah, am I going to make it anywhere? Probably not. No, that was terrible. I needed to add at least a third fuel tank onto that. Okay, well, I'll just recover it. I don't want to do a lot of revert. Okay, well, I said I wasn't going to do any reverting, but I'm going to do it now. Sorry, I know it makes me seem like I don't have any integrity, but... And if this were a game on my own, I would probably start over, but since people are ostensibly watching this, I would at least want to accomplish air quotes, something. I don't want to start the whole game over and do the most boring part all over again. Okay. Let's make this work. I'm just gonna go straight up. Just in case it's not enough thrust. Or not enough fuel. Alright. So, yeah, I think this might work. Yeah, that... Maybe next time I should schedule the stream a bit earlier so I'm not so tired when I do this. Maybe I won't crash this extremely simple rocket before I've even left the atmosphere. Okay, I think that this might do it. Okay, 22, I don't know if that counts. Let's hope it does. And it's probably not even going to be 22 because of the air. All we need to do... Well, we can wait to get there. I never looked up. My guess is it's probably 22 something. Let's see. 21 is that? Oh, yeah, upper atmosphere. Okay, the upper atmosphere. Okay. Got the pressure. Observe the mystery go. And I'm gonna observe the second mystery go. Because that's gonna get me some more stuff. What did I do? Oh, I just pressed B. Okay, that's not bad. Okay. I might have messed something up. I think I'm fine. Okay. Awkward silence. Entirely unmitigated by saying the words awkward silence. I don't know if anyone is actually still watching this. I don't care because people shouldn't be watching this. Not that I couldn't do an interesting stream, but the first part of the game, even with a special rule, is not really going to be interesting to someone who knows the game. Okay, that didn't hit anything. I don't think. Oh, I wasn't using physics for it. Huh. Well, you know, we might be getting somewhere. We're gonna get to orbit. At least in the beginning of next stream. I'm gonna get to space in this stream. There we go, and this causeway, is that what it's called? I think it's owned by it's owned by or VAB. It's technically in the VAB's place. So that means then I can get extra signs from here. And once I get some wheels and things, I can troll around the space center and get lots of science from that. There we go. Well, I think we're doing decently at least. We'll be able to get something soon enough. Oh, 43. We're almost able to get the Science Junior. That's pretty good. It's not leaving any room for anything else good, but the Science Junior is the first thing that gives you some real readings. And my funds are still pretty good, so. Wait, is it capturing the cursor? I hope it is. If it's not, I'll fix it next time. Okay, so let's go to space. I will just double this thing. And that probably should be enough. I'm gonna attach some bits just in case. That is aerodynamics. Where's good enough? I can work with that. Alright, let's go to space. Well, I mean, that's a milestone, right? Okay. I think I have to tilt over a little bit, right? because if I don't... What was the rule 45 at 10,000? I know that's for orbital launches, so I should probably undershoot that rule. But it's still a good thing to keep in mind. That'll be one of our contracts done at least. Okay, everything is looking good enough so far. Doesn't look like it's going to spin out of control and die. That's good enough for me. What's the apocalypse? It's like it's actually looking pretty good. This might actually succeed. Not that it's a particularly difficult thing I'm undertaking right now. Is it getting up there? It did not work. I'm just gonna revert this flight. I know it's not the... I know it's just to save time. I mean, I'm on a moderate game, so I don't really have to worry about funds too much. It's just that I want to get past this beginning boring stage. I know 2 reverts at the beginning boring stage is spelling doom for the rest of the series, but I will accept that. Let's see, how's the center of whatever? There we go. Let's just pretend the last one didn't happen. I might stop once we get to space or before. Guess I never really set out some goals for what I want to do in these dreams, and I don't really have them at the moment. I probably just want to build some interesting things. No. Okay, that as could have been and still might be bad. It's in the process of being bad. Okay, I got fine control. No, why did I turn off the... I don't want to revert. I'm reverting anyway, because I don't have time for this. I mean, I do, but I want to use the time in a better way. I mean, it's just funds that I'm saving. That's not really a big deal. Alright, let's hope this works. Doesn't have a good reason not to work. Other than by the virtue of me flying it. Of course. No, no, no. No, don't overcorrect, don't overcorrect. That is, okay. Could have been worse. Let's bring down that throttle a little bit. And I'm just going to do a burst straight up. It's not the right thing to do, but it got me to anaphylacsis, so screw it. Okay. Some records. Okay. I should upgrade the training station to allow EVAs. Should have probably done that before I got out of the atmosphere, actually. Well, I can do it next time. Alright. We are in space. Can I get both of the ghouls? Can I get the pressure and temperature? Kind of joke readings, but they still do science anyway. Gratefully. And that's pretty much it. See, this should... Okay, it's still orienting in capsule fashion. That's good. I am not going to take any chances by opening the parachute late to save time, because it will just reset the whole thing. Okay. Space. Something. Alright. $74. Now what should I do with that? First of all, I can just upgrade this. And, upgrade this. Oh, shoot. That's probably not enough funds. I can do a tourist mission, I think. Before I accept that, I'm gonna have to see if I have... No, The crew... Where's the crew cabin? The little crew cabin. Let's see, is that aviation? Flight control. Oh, it's in general construction, which I can't get right now. So let me just get a benchmark. Because I don't remember how much did that previous one cost. About as much money as I have right now. Okay, well, but the good thing about upgrading the mission control is that can still take on some of these meaningless challenges without a whole lot of issue. I'm gonna get the tourist one. And I guess just to close out this stream, and to avoid bringing baggage into the next one. Let's see, what were my contracts? The swivel and hammer I need to test. So I just need to fire them. I don't actually need to put fuel in them. I don't think so. I'm just gonna stack them like this, even though that makes no sense. And take all the solid fuel out of this. And then launch it. Yeah. Oh, that gets us a bit more money. And I guess I should spend some of that science I got. Flight control. These things are pretty useful. Let's see, I think I'll spend on the basic science because it gets me this. Oh no, I purchased all of the parts and then I didn't get enough. Well, I can at least do that and then I'm not gonna... I guess I'll have to do a couple more meaningless challenges. I can do that next time. Oh, and the advance put me above the water, so I'm good on that. Oh, if worst comes to worst, I could do the things in the administration building, which I've never used, because I don't know. Well, good game, everyone. Good night.